Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast, number 127. My name's Coach Brad, and I'm here with the core team. Your host tonight, as always, our illustrious leader, Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, Coach Brad, for the introduction. And folks, welcome to another edition of the ARK Nightly Podcast. Thank you all for being here. Another great day here on board the ARK. We're seeing the total vault accounts continuing to grow, currently at 3,590 accounts. Sheesh. ILC liquidity just breaking over 800. Not ILC. The PancakeSwap liquidity, pardon me, is breaking $820,000, is at $822,583 BUSD. Super bullish, folks. ILC reserves, 461,643 BUSD. The Spark prize pool, it's trying to reach last night's all-time high of 342.41. That was $1,955 worth of ARK that was deposited to the 78th winner on last night's podcast. What an all-time high. What a reward. I mean, we're getting close, folks, to breaking $2,000 worth of ARK. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. Let's see what happens tonight. Currently, it's sitting at 321.56 ARK. And that is a street value of $1,839.32. And tonight, here, live, again, we're going to find the 79th Spark Prize winner live. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Brett. Hope you're doing well, sir. What updates do you have for us on this fantastic Monday here on the ARK?
Yeah, is it? I think it's not Monday anymore. I think it's Tuesday.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, my apologies. It is Tuesday.
Yeah. Hey.
My bad.
No, we had such a busy 24 hours. It feels like it's just sort of all melded together. But yeah, we are moving fast on a lot of fronts. Yesterday I kind of finished up the presentation outline for our Zoom calls that we're planning on doing. I know Terrence is helping us review that. And so we're moving fast on that. We have some design work to do to sort of pull together the finished product, or at least what we're going to start with. You know, those things are living documents as we test and try, and we work through the messaging and get feedback from the community as well. We'll tune that into a well-oiled conversion document and machine, which is really our front-end sales funnel. So good progress there. We also had our designer who did the V40 of the PWA. I think everybody remembers that when we first saw that. Finished up our DAP design. So we're going to have a full rebranding done with the landing page, with the DAP design, with the PWA. And we have a launch date. Are we announcing that, Atlas, the PWA launch date for the end of the month?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Go ahead. Bring the good news to these people.
Yeah, March 31st. That's our official launch date for the PWA. So, yeah, we're going to be working hard towards that. I think we've got a couple more weeks of dev work and then a week of testing, and we'll be on track to hit that 31st date for the PWA. So yeah, lots of front end work happening right now, and then behind the scenes, you and I are obviously working on the utilities we've been talking about, creating those those DeFi utilities and end-to-end solutions, bringing those into the ecosystem and generating revenue that we can put back into the system, the legacy NFT holders, the ILC, and those are the things everybody's waiting on, right? So we've got the two-prong approach going. We've got the front-end development work to be able to bring in more investors and do that in a scaled manner into the mass market, and then also the real-world utilities, bringing those people into DeFi and pulling revenue back into our system for not only the investors, but then also the ILC, which we know we need to be able to support. So, yeah, everything's going really well. I'm pretty excited about the PWA, pretty excited about the new rebranding, redesign of the DAP, and showing that off to everybody. I know that Terrence, we had to show Terrence the new landing page design, and he's like, man, this is pretty dope. So he was all jazzed on it. So we can't wait to reveal those things. It's sort of, the content's not all fleshed out. Well, we have all the content finished. We haven't been able to code it all in yet, so we're not ready to show it off. But we had to show him just to see the mechanisms for pushing people over to the Zoom call, and I think he was pretty excited. I don't know if he'll be on the call. Maybe he can make a comment about it, but yeah, everything's looking really great. And that's about it from me.
It sure is. Get those mobile phones ready, folks. Mm-hmm. The ARK mobile application is going to be coming. I mean, they already love what they have here in the D app. We know a lot of folks connect to it through their mobile device. I'm not a big fan of using the mobile for D apps that are not really mobile applications. So this is going to be a huge upgrade for them and our bridge to cross on over. Let's get in front of all these amazing people out there who are understanding. And again, it's not fear mongering. Every time you go to fill up your tank, every time you go to shop for food for yourself and your family, every time you've got to pay a bill or buy something, you're seeing it. We call it the invisible tax. It's one thing going to people as a government and saying, hey, we need money. We're bankrupt. Can you give us, more taxes? Can we raise your taxes from your pay, from your business? Or if they, want to go that extra mile, just hey, can you send us a check from what you have in your account? In some countries, they call that a wealth tax. According to what you have in your savings, they will tax you. According to real estate, they will tax you. But they've got this magic printer that we all know about. And it's so powerful, guys and girls, that it is an invisible tax called inflation. It's, your money sitting in the bank, and what you could have bought a year ago or 2 years ago costs you so much more today than it used to. And everyone just, what can you do? You're just one person, one victim. Well, my friends, have we got a story to tell? Have we a product to share? An opportunity, an offer in uncertain times? James at the water cooler, he's always complaining, I just went to Costco and I, had to get a new AC unit. And, man, the warranty's done and I've got to make this expense, or transmission broke, everything, my friend. I mean, cost of labor, because it's not just the products. You go to the mechanic, he's also having to raise his wages. It all adds up. And we have one amazing solution, not just for Americans, Europeans, Asians, Latin Americans, Canadians. I mean, everyone in the world. 1.4 billion adults unbanked. They have mobile devices, folks. So we understand our mission. We are building to meet the demand that's going to be ahead of us. And we have a great product, a great story to tell. Perfect timing. They told us, don't launch. It's the bear market. It's like, are you crazy? This is what it's for. The worse it gets, the more this is needed. And I hate to tell you, I mean, Mr. Powell spoke today. Oh, well, kind of what I said before about the interest rates. Well, yeah, we're not going to be able to lower them. If anything, we expect them to go higher. And I mean, Mr. Volcker, you know, the 80s, he definitely took them high, 18, 19%. Boy, you want to see inflation, my friends? You haven't seen nothing yet. So it's time to prepare. It's time to hedge. And as they say, prepare for the worst. But hope for the best. And hope, I'm sorry to tell you, is not an option. Invest into cash flow producing ventures that are just going to counterbalance and hedge you against that inflation. That's the only solution, my friend. Hope is not. Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Oh yeah, let's get this crypto.
What's next on the agenda, Coach Brad?
I just wanted to give a quick update about the Pillars Party Poker Atlas.
Yes, we talked about that today. Very exciting.
Yes, sir. So they have changed the format of how the raised money will be distributed. Previously, it was going to go to the project that won, but they have changed that now. It will now be distributed amongst the NFT holders. Now, is that amongst the winning group's NFT holders, Atlas, or is that amongst all of the NFT holders?
That is correct. It is going to be awarded to the winning project. So whichever project wins, the folks that purchased on behalf, or you know, the members of that community that purchased the NFT for that project, they're going to divide evenly the pot, which could be up to 10,000. But go ahead. Yes, you're exactly right.
Perfect, excellent. So, you know, it's great to give back to the project, and you know, I thought that was a great idea, but the engagement just wasn't there. So they changed the format, and you know, hopefully now people will see this as a great opportunity to get a slice of the pot. As you know, we do have a great poker player playing for us. We did win the first tournament, so fingers crossed Atlas can win again. And if he does, or if one of the community members that may or may not be drawn randomly to sit at the table win, then we will all be splitting the pot between us. You know, I know where, if we do win, I know where my winnings will be going, each to their own of what they do with that. But, you know, so get out there, meet your NFTs, support the ARK community, and let's turn up at the table with, you know, far and above any other project, with the amount that we've minted. I know that Catalyst minted another 2 today. That takes him up to about 7. You know, and that's just one person. So we'll follow trends and mint 5, 6, 7, up to 10 each. Then we'll turn up at that table, you know, proud that we are the leading community there.
Well, it sounds like how do you say it, Coach Brad? You know what?
It's a no-brainer, Atlas.
You know, usually past performance can equal future performance, but you know, we understand a game like that. A lot of things can happen. It is not just based on the hard work and the quality of the work as everything else here. It is literally gambling, if we're going to be politically correct. However, you know, we are the title holder, and this I think becomes very interesting. If you like the horse and you like the jockey, it probably is a good bet. However, that's for everyone else to decide. But the winnings just go right back to those folks that took the investment and participated. And I particularly like the fact that there will be a mystery player from each team. So there'll be 2, you know, folks representing ARK, myself and whoever's going to be that mystery player here from the ARK. So we've got a double chance to win, and it's all going back to the folks here who invest. It's only $5. So again, a no-brainer.
Yes, sir. And if anyone's apprehensive about purchasing one because they perhaps don't want to sit at the table and play, the mystery player, Atlas cannot, Atlas has to play himself, but the mystery player can designate a community member to play for them. So if you don't want to play, you don't have to. You just need to mint the NFT and support the community, and then you can choose a community member to play. As everyone's probably heard me say a bunch of times, I'm more than happy to take the spot on the table. I'd love to be there, and I know that there's a few people that have minted NFTs that if they win are going to designate me to play. So you don't have to, but you can if you want to. So just wanted to add that in there as well. And then for tonight's segment, we have a new community member, never been featured on the segment, Mr. Bob CT03. He's a Navy veteran, and he has done lots of PowerPoint style videos previous when he was a trainer there. And as soon as I saw it, I was very interested. It's a different style, but I mean, you know, Brett can comment on this after, but I think this is the type of style of video that we are going to want for the upcoming marketing funnels. It's short, direct, covers one specific part of the project. Bob's actually going to be doing a series of videos in this style so that he has, you know, specific target audiences. And yes, I'd like to get Brett's feedback at the end of the segment. Before we start the segment, I've got a cool little story to tell. Just before I do that as well, you've got a few minutes left to interact with the Sweet widget. If you haven't already, please go over and interact with that. Mistletoe's dropped it a bunch of times in the chat, as have I, and we just posted it about 10 minutes ago, but it's about to run out. So if you haven't already, pop over there, log in with your email address, follow the task. It's really simple. Click on the task. It might be like this YouTube video. The task will take you directly to the video. You just drop the like, enter your name, come back, move on, complete all the tasks, and you're in for a chance to win between 50 to 100 BUSDs worth of ARK directly airdropped to your Vault account. You do need an active Vault account to participate, and you need to complete all the tasks. But it's that simple, and it literally takes 2 to 3 minutes. So moving on, 4 days ago, I said in the podcast, one of the things that we haven't seen yet at ARK was a new community member join day one, deposit into the foundation or buy legacy NFT, and then win the Spark reward on their first day in the investment. And Atlas said, well, Coach Brad, that might have happened because we don't know all of the winners, we're just not aware of it. Yep, you're completely right. And funnily enough, earlier that day, I had a meeting with someone and walked them through the process from Fiat all the way through to ARK. And one of the things that we discussed was the Spark reward and team building, and they put $500 into the foundation. And I spoke to that gentleman last night, and it turns out that he won the Spark rewards an hour after being in the protocol. I actually rushed off the podcast one night after the segment to do the walkthrough with him, and wanted to do it quickly in regards to getting, you know, the funds deposited, knowing that the Spark reward was being drawn later that night on the podcast. So we got him in, we got him through, and he was the lucky winner of 283.27 ARK directly dropped to his Vault account. And you can imagine how happy that individual is. I won't reveal who it is because they're actually in the podcast. You're more than welcome to speak up if you want, but if you don't have to. But what a fantastic thing to happen. Join on day one, invest into and then Spark reward an hour after being in the project, and it just puts the investment into nitro mode. It's absolutely fantastic. So incredibly happy. Round of applause for sure. I was incredibly happy when we found out that was what had happened. And
how much did you win?
283.27 ARK.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Roger.
It's kind of funny because I said I never win anything, and I said, "Do I even need to be in this?"
It was so funny because when we spoke last night and we were talking about ARK, Roger's the gentleman that won, and we were talking about it last night, and he said, "Look, I just can't get excited about this, Brad, because it's just a luck-based thing, and I'm not lucky. I don't win. I just don't win things like this." And then 5 minutes later, we realised he won already on day one.
Take foot out of mouth.
Well, congratulations, sir. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Great to have you with us. And as I said last night, you can win that again. You are not excluded because you won it once. You could win it a number of times. So I hope you win it again.
I'll definitely pay attention from now on instead of 4 days later realizing that I won.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. You'll be checking that every day.
Thanks, guys.
Well, we spoke that into existence, if you think about it, because
that's what I said sometimes last night. Yeah, I said that too.
We've said, hey, we're going to be doing this in 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 10 minutes. We're going to do the Spark Prize pool. If you don't qualify and you make yourself eligible right now, you can have a chance. So we've said that many times here. But from that to it happening, understanding the randomness of the system is, I don't even know. We'd have to ask Catalyst what are the odds of that happening. And I hope I'm using the correct term, Mr. Catalyst, the odds. But I'd like to hear from you if you're available, as far as just seeing that actually happen. We talk about a lot of things happening here, but it actually happened. Amazing.
I'm in my car. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would say the probability. So it happened on day one. I guess it's just one out of however many eligible wallets there are. I mean, that's pretty much the probability at any given time.
Right. But on a logical sense, he joined like an hour before the Spark Prize, right? And he won. I mean, talk about how close. It's almost unbelievable, but a beautiful thing to see happen.
It's certainly coincidental and noteworthy, but I mean, once he became an eligible wallet, he had just as the same, chance of winning as anyone else. Because each drawing is mutually exclusive from all the other drawings. So every night, everyone has the exact same chance of winning. Same odds, same probability.
So we could say it depends somewhat on luck. I mean, Brandon won twice in his first week, and we were just all just so amazed to see that happen. I mean, technically it wasn't two different wallets because he has a multi-wallet strategy, but to see that unfold was a big shocker for us, and great for the winners. Just fantastic.
Well, congratulations to him nonetheless, and congratulations to all the winners. It's just a matter of time. I think, in the law of large numbers, we'll all become winners at one time or another.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I won twice too.
Yes, he did. Well deserved. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And then it becomes, if you'll win 2 times or when. Beautiful.
Actually, Alice, I was thinking about that the other day. It's not a matter of if, and it's not a matter of when. It's a matter of how many times are you going to win.
Well said. Yes. And look, there's plenty of people that have been here from day one and they just haven't had the win yet. But we see the pool increasing. It's definitely on the uptrend. We're going from all-time high to all-time highs. And it's making it, extra special for a lot of folks who have been in waiting, right?
Hey, Atlas?
Yes, sir.
Everybody that's in this call and all the investors, we're already winners.
That's true. Well said.
I'm saying, I just looked at my saving account. I had $12,000 there, and last month I made $1.56 for my interest payment. So.
And how much did you pay the bank to hold your money there?
I don't know.
$8, $9, $12 to pay you back with your own money. With your own money. Talk about a scam.
So I think that's a niche market to go after. Everybody has a savings account.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I mean, just the foundation, 100% APR, it's liquid in and out. I mean, what else could you ask for? And then you just happen to get lucky and win Spark? Sheesh, my friend. And that'll put a smile on anyone's face. I don't care how bad of a day you're having. That's going to cheer you up. It really is. It's going to make a big difference.
Certainly. Spark is very powerful. All right, so let's get the all aboard on the go. We started late. We're running a bit behind, but Bob CT03, yes sir, ring that bell. Bob CT03, are you there, sir?
Sir, I'm here.
Excellent. Do you want to introduce yourself to the community, and do you know how to share your screen to share your video, or would you like me to do that?
I'll do the introduction, but yeah, I'm going to rely on you to actually show the video. I don't know how to share the screen through this app.
No problem at all. I'll show you how to do that another time, but in the interest of the time schedule, if you'd like to take it away, and then I'll show your video, sir.
Okay, great. First thing I want to do is apologize to everybody. It may be a little bit tough for you to get through the video. I have I was born and raised in Brooklyn, and you can tell listening to the video that the narration is all coming out of with a pretty heavy Brooklyn accent. I surprise myself when I hear it. It doesn't even sound. I don't think it sounds like me. I'm not used to hearing that accent. In any event,
scanned it as sort of not an address.
Okay. Now, in addition to obviously playing with the crypto and playing my musical instruments, I play guitar and piano. I'm also very active in amateur radio. As a Navy veteran, I work with the military with my amateur radio. I belong to a group called the Military Amateur Radio Service. And what we do is we provide backup communications to the military in the event of that horrendous bad day event that nobody wants to even think about. And so we work with the radios with the military. And for the last 7 years, I've been the national training officer. And what I found was this PowerPoint presentation thing, at least for me, seems to be the best. I can put together these presentations fairly easily, and they've been really accepted very, very well. I think that we've done very well with those, with the people that we're training through the use of the PowerPoints. What I like about it, and what you don't really see when you're watching the video is it's made up of a series of PowerPoint slides. And what I'll do is as the thought comes to my mind, I'll create a single slide for that, go back and narrate that single slide, just my voice over that one slide. And then I can, when I'm ready to put it all together, I can put different slides together in different kinds of an order, leave some slides out, maybe put other slides in, change the order of the slides until I'm happy with the overall presentation. Once I've got that done, I just simply recorded it as an MP4, and it just becomes one smooth, complete video. It's an amazing process. So in any event, I've got several people that I've got as referrers that are using me now as a referral address, and I felt that a need for really be able to give them something that was very, very simple that they could follow with a lot of graphics like I can do with the PowerPoint presentation. And that's really what you're going to see here. All right, Brad, I guess you can take that away now and just show them the video.
Will do, Bob. You can pause it at any point and to talk about it, you just let me know.
Welcome to this first in a series on Arkfi. Please note that my intention is to provide you with information.
Brad, we can't see the video.
Yes.
Might help if I share my screen, mightn't it? Thank you very much. Thank you, Atlas.
Always welcome, sir. Y'all were saving me. And I put my foot in it all the time. Hey, no music, buddy. Put the music on. Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you, sir. Here we go. A beginner's guide to Arkfi.
Welcome to this first in a series on Arkfi. Please note that my intention is to provide you with information that you can use to earn low-risk passive income. I would like to point out that I am not a financial advisor. This video has been created for informational purposes only. Are you tired of low-yield savings accounts that offer little to no rewards? Well, it's time to say goodbye to those and hello to the ARK. Arkfi is an innovative fintech group focused on creating simplified, decentralized finance products for investors. Arkfi's goals are to increase the adoption of DeFi protocols by creating simple-to-use applications that community members are proud to introduce to their family, friends, neighbors, and colleagues. During the course of this tutorial, I will provide you with a step-by-step guide that will show you how to connect your wallet to the Arkfi application, add a referrer ID, and purchase your first ARK tokens. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need to do is to select the Binance Smart Chain as the network that your wallet will be using by clicking on the drop-down menu at the top of the screen and selecting Binance Smart Chain. With that step completed, we're ready to connect to the Arkfi web application. Entering the URL that you see here at the top of the page, the arkfi.io address, into your browser will bring you to the Arkfi entry page, where you will begin your new crypto journey into decentralized finance. Once your browser lands on this page, click on either the red or the blue Launch dApp button. Clicking on the Launch dApp button will open the ARK home screen, where you will see various metrics of the ARK file ecosystem, including the current price of the ARK token, the current market cap, and the current number of vault accounts, as well as other metrics that I'll discuss in detail in future videos. Okay, now let's connect our wallet to the application by clicking on the red Connect button. This will bring up the Select a Wallet Type dialog box. Go ahead and select your wallet type by clicking on the appropriate icon. If your wallet asks you to confirm the connection, go ahead and click on Confirm. Notice that once you've connected your wallet, the application will display a wallet icon where the Connect button was prior to connecting. Clicking on the wallet icon will display a drop-down menu that will provide you with several options, including the ability to select other available wallets or to disconnect from the app itself. Okay, let's go buy some ARK tokens. The ARK tokens are bought and sold on the swap page. So let's click on it and let's get us some crypto. The swap page allows users to swap either BUSD or BNB for ARK tokens, as well as to specify a referrer's ID. Enter your referrer's ID here. If you don't have a referrer ID and you found this guide helpful, please consider using mine. My referrer ID is posted here. And for your convenience, I have also posted it in the notes section below this video. After entering your referrer ID, select the crypto, either BUSD or BNB, that you intend to use to purchase your ARK tokens. You can toggle between BUSD and BNB by clicking on the down arrow. Okay, next you're going to click on the blue Approve BUSD button at the bottom of the screen. Doing so will allow the app to spend your intended BUSD or BNB. Your wallet will have you confirm the approval as well. By confirming, you are giving permission for the swap contract to access your BUSD or BNB. Notice that once you confirm the approval, the blue button down there at the bottom of the screen will change to a buy button. Now you're ready to go. With the buy option selected, enter a sufficient amount of crypto, either BNB or BUSD, in this field to purchase at least 10 ARK tokens at the current price. Keep in mind that there is a 5% purchase tax and an 8% deposit tax. The amount or number of ARK tokens that you get will increase or decrease depending upon the amount of BUSD or BNB that you enter in the line above it. As a general rule, you can multiply the current price of the ARK token, displayed in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, times the number of tokens that you wish to purchase, and then divide that number by 0.87 to determine how many dollars worth of BNB or BUSD that you're going to need. Once you've decided on the amount of either BUSD or BNB that you wish to spend, click on the blue buy button at the bottom of the swap page, and then confirm the transaction in your wallet. You can now view the ARK tokens that you just purchased by clicking on Vault at the top of the page. Your tokens are shown here under the deposited heading. That's all there is to it. There's nothing left to do now except to put up your feet and watch your principal grow at the rate of 2% each and every day. If you found this video helpful and you plan to participate in ARK, please consider using my reference ID. Once again, for your convenience, I've included it in the notes below. Feel free to leave any questions or comments there as well. Oh, and please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my videos. Okay, and that does it. That whole thing took all of 8 minutes to put together. It's straightforward, it's simple, and will lead somebody. Obviously, he's got to have some knowledge of crypto, but it will lead somebody who has no knowledge of how to get involved in ARK very easily, very quickly, very simply in a quick 8-minute in and out video. And that's why I like that particular format. That's done. That's it. Said, done, finished. I want to thank you guys for allowing me to put that video up there today. And like I said, that's my first foray into YouTube. I've never done it before. I've made tons and tons of videos for the military, but this is the first on a YouTube video. So I just want to thank everybody. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to show it here this evening.
Thank you, sir. Great quality. Man, this is impressive. You're very, very professional in putting this together. Did you like it as well, Brett? I'd like to get his opinion as we're working on creating this type of content. It's really important.
Yeah, it actually fills kind of a gap that we have. Obviously, we have Coach Brad and we have tutorials we're putting together that are along these lines. But I think this, being focused, very well put together, Bob's. Yeah, really high quality. I didn't really notice the accent. If you wouldn't have said anything, I wouldn't have, thought of it either way, to be honest. But I really like the pace that you went. I think for beginners, for me, it was painful. But I think for somebody that's coming into this and has to actually navigate through and everything, it was spot on. So, yeah, very well done. And I think you're going to get a lot of interest out of this. And these type of videos we know do very, very well. Because people are, always looking for step-by-step guides. They hear about ARK, through whatever, and then, they need this. And also to help scale your own team is important too. As you mentioned in the beginning, putting this together really takes a lot of the, effort out of your hands, having to be on Telegram or do phone calls, step people through the process. You can simply send them this and go, hey, if you have any questions, hit me up. If not, we'll see you on the other side. So, yeah, very well done. Nice job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got to say, I spent probably an hour with my wife's cousin getting him set up on it over the phone, trying to walk him through the whole process. Had I had the video already, I could have just simply said, hey, here's an 8-minute video. Take a look at it, and you'd be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great strategy.
Let's go. Amazing. Quality. This is what we love here at ARK. Exceptional. Thank you so much, and we're going to push this. We're definitely going to use it as a tool, and as we create our YouTube, maybe incorporate that and see how it matches in with everything else that we're working on. I know that Dr. Kelly Snook offered her amazing voice for purposes like this. Her time's pretty limited, so we have to be careful of what we ask her to do, but that is also an option that we have here on the table as we want to create great content. So let's see how we can work together. Thank you so much, sir. What an honor to see this. Thank you.
These kinds of videos really can be a team effort because people can work on the different slides, all right, and then put them all together and have another person narrate them. So it really works out well in that kind of an atmosphere where you've got a team effort actually putting these things together.
Absolutely, and we understand that our audience are the folks from the real world that are just completely new to crypto, and they're looking for the opportunity to be here with us. So I also noticed that, Brett, that he went slow, and it was his voice was very calm and engaging and comforting, and it's something that someone can watch. And the opposite of our great friend Summer from Fire Hustle. I don't know if anybody here remembers her video presentation about ARK. I mean, she was just firing like bullets, like, and then there's the APR. It was like, whoa, wait. Great content, great visuals. It was so fast. She has to put a lot of information into a short format. And she even went over because she does like 12 minutes. She did, I think, over 22 minutes or so for us. So she went extra fast. And, for the experts, they understand the lingo. They can keep up. But for the new people, we really need to be able to engage with them in a manner that they don't feel pressured or, even just going fast could deter someone or dissuade them or make them feel they're not capable. And that's the last thing we want.
Yeah, right. Again, I train in the military. I work with the military with this stuff. There's a lot of different messaging formats and stuff that have to be taught. And this format lends itself perfectly to that. And yeah, I did learn, especially being from Brooklyn, to really slow down my pace of talking, the way I speak, slow it down and so that they could follow what I was saying rather than speeding through something too quickly and throwing a lot of information at them that they would never be able to maintain.
Yes, sir. But no, I agree with Brad. Your accent didn't, come out in any way difficult to understand. If you were probably, where is it that they have that funny accent? Is it Philly where they say like "caffy" and the cat, or maybe I'm picking up the wrong city. Boston. That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, I lived in New York. I lived in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I lived in Manhattan. Also in the Bronx. I was there for 8 years, so I lived in quite a few of the places there. So for me, it's very easy to understand. But the Boston folks, I have a bit of a struggle sometimes. It's a bit extreme.
But that's New England guys.
Correct. Thank you. Great video. Great segment. You picked a real winner there, Coach Brad.
Thank you, sir. As soon as I saw it, it made me think of just what you just discussed about the upcoming marketing funnels, and I've been discussing that with Brett a bit, and it just made me think this is the type of video that we want: slow, easy to use, someone that hasn't got a clue what they're doing, and because you got to click the buttons, right? So if it goes too fast and the slides are too quick, then they're going to have to rewind. And I just thought it was a great video, really well put together, very professional, and very easy to use for someone that maybe's never used MetaMask and doesn't even know how to select the Binance chain over the Ethereum mainnet and all that sort of stuff. So great video. Look forward to seeing other videos on other segments of the platform. Bob, well done, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are welcome. Moving swiftly on. Yes, sir. A round of applause. Fortunate, are you there, sir? Excellent. Could you do the live sweep widget draw, please? And then we will move on to the Spark reward. We cannot see your screen for... Oh, there we go. Now we can. Since we have changed the parameters to having to have a Vault account and being a community member, we've had like 50 winners, 50 participants every single day from real community members, which is great to see. Love that. Farron Wester from the United States, congratulations, you are today's winner. Let me just take a quick note of that, please, Fortunate. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, great to see the response of the community. You know, we've definitely seen more engagement since we've weeded out the alt accounts and people just coming here to try and cheat the system for a free buck. You know, great decision by the team and great response from the community. You will hear me say this a lot. Thank you very much for your participation, but it is not enough. We have 3,000 members in the Telegram, 3,000 plus, and you know, so it's a very low percentage of participation at the moment. We will get it up. We will keep banging this drum until we see a huge participation in the sweet widget. But thank you for everyone that has participated, and if you haven't, you got a new chance tomorrow. Get involved. Someone just won $50 worth of free ARK straight to their Vault account. That could be you tomorrow.
Who doesn't love free ARK? And speaking of free ARK, it's about that time. It's looking pretty good here.
Yeah, second highest Spark Award of all time. Not quite all-time high, but second highest. That's got to be close to $1,900, Atlas.
Let's take a look here. See the street value. Yes, sir. Hit it right on the $1,903.10 worth of ARK. Sheesh.
Wow.
Let's go. All right, we're going to go ahead and in the interest of saving time, the condensed podcast version, and our new goals here to make it just an hour. Let's go ahead and fire it away.
Good luck, everyone.
If anybody wants to call the Sparky, it's time. You might regret it later if it's not you. Let's go. Call the Spark, man. It is there for the taking. And here it goes, folks. And tonight's Spark Prize winner, their wallet ends in 7DA7. They are the lucky winner of 332.71 ARK, over $1,900. Congratulations to this winner. Let's go.
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at that fucking smile on my face.
I could be mistaken.
What was that?
I recognize that wallet. Oh, maybe not. Okay. That is a first-time winner, Atlas.
Let's go. Man, we love the all-time winners. What a difference it really makes. It's a sudden impact, that nitro boost. Hard to not notice the difference. Sheesh. Favorite part of the podcast.
Yes,
fantastic.
Congratulations to today's winner.
And we know now for a fact that it could be your first day here investing in ARK and being eligible, and you can, in fact, win. It's happened. And was it within an hour that they were eligible, or just the same day?
It was... So, well, put it this way. I left after my segment, and before the Spark reward was drawn, it was between me leaving and you drawing that they got in. So I would say 20 minutes.
Oh, boy. Woo. How lucky is that? I mean,
yes, sir.
Amazing. All right. So moving on, what is next? What do we have?
We have
on the agenda.
Seconds, and Z, you have 4 minutes. No, I'm joking. You've about 15 minutes, Z, and then we'll conclude the podcast. We'll go into a question and answer, a bit of Q&A, and if you can get yours done in 10 to 15 minutes, Z, that will put us on course for an hour and 10-minute podcast, getting closer and closer to that overall goal of an hour.
Cool. Game on. 15 minutes. Start the timer now. Hope everyone's doing well.
If you start running off into rabbit holes, you're going to hear the bell. The
No
bell
worries.
is not the right way of saying hurry up.
Love it. Brilliant. The first thing I want to kind of announce, this is special to me. We've taken our Discord to 5,226 members. So,
Wow,
yeah.
that's fantastic. Great work, sir.
We're working hard. Discord is a place. It's where NFTs and a lot of sort of, open markets are opening up, since MetaMask is integrated into Discord and stuff. So Atlas and the team knows that the ambitions to grow on Discord was quite big. So we have crossed the 5,000 mark and can now target 10,000 and keep improving. So that's one announcement I wanted to give. Now I've got 3 articles here that have things to do with DeFi. So the first thing I want to cover is Infura. So last night we briefly went into what Infura does for DeFi. It makes it easier for dApps to basically get into the Web3 process of launching their product, and it's a node provider. It does some real expensive stuff in a really you can say cost-efficient way, because if you're running your own nodes, so this is the back end of things like MetaMask, Uniswap, Brave, Paraswap, Zapper, Eternity, and many other things. And I've posted the articles within DeFi links, as I usually do, so you guys can kind of read about it, because I think it's important to understand the components of DeFi a little bit. Now, the issue people have had with Infura and with MetaMask recently is to do with privacy. We feel that Infura is a really centralized place where APIs can go off, and basically not just that, you can have people's information being shared with others quite easily because it's centralized. So when I was going through my rabbit hole trying to explain to you guys, the complexity of Infura behind Web3, I came through this article and I thought this is pretty interesting. This would solve a bunch of DeFi solutions. So Infura, which is the node provider behind Ethereum, AVAX, MetaMask, and all these different dApps that we use, is planning to go into a decentralized sort of way. And this article kind of touches on that a little bit. So it reads out: decentralized Infura may help prevent Ethereum app crashes. So the initial decentralized Infura marketplace. So what they want to do is, usually people go to Infura to sort of host their sort of decentralized apps, and have Infura do all the sort of, you can say, back-end work when it comes to providing nodes, when it comes to authenticating transactions and stuff. What Infura want to do going forward is give dApp providers a marketplace, which is pretty cool. So they want to create a decentralized marketplace, which is currently in development. It's expected to include up to 10 Web3 data providers. This is the issue that we have right now when it comes to, you can say, dApps. dApps need a lot of inbuilt data to basically understand analytics, understand the efficiency of the mainnet that they're working on, how they can improve higher transaction rate, and all those kind of things. So Infura is going to cater towards that. So Infura is developing a decentralized marketplace of data providers that will help to prevent Web3 app crashes in the future, according to report. So there will be a marketplace where basically the new providers will sign up. They can place the resources that they have available. So they can say, I can satisfy these requests at this price. Users could come along and then buy those resources, and then it's like a matchmaking service for users. So it's a bit complex. I understand it's something to get your head around, but it's something that we got to understand. We got to understand Infura's processes behind Web3. So yeah, it's pretty cool that Infura is going decentralized completely, because we want to see Web3 not in the conquest of a third party or a centralized government. So if we can take Infura into into the decentralized world, that will mean that websites are protected, dApps are protected, and people can keep their information private as well, because that's what we want to do with ZK Snark. So yeah, this is the article. I've posted this into DeFi links. I'll move on to the next one. A really cool thing happened this week. Considering so when FTX kind of crashed, people started to buy its good crumbs. It's like a car boot sale for an estate that's about to be sold, or an auction house. So there was a product called Voyager that owned a bunch of assets in DeFi, which includes dApps, tokens like Ethereum, BNB. And Binance US wanted to buy that sale. And what happened was the SEC kind of, you can say, banned the sale of that. So Voyager went into court, and today it's been announced that they won their approval in court against the SEC for the sale to Binance US. So the article reads, the SEC snubbed as Voyager wins court approval for sale to Binance US. The ruling allows the crypto lender a path out of its bankruptcy. It still has to undertake some due diligence with Binance before the sale is final. So bankrupt cryptocurrency lender Voyager Digital has won court approval to sell over $1 billion of assets to Binance US. The approval was granted by United States bankruptcy. This is bullish. We don't want, as I said, I started the topic with, we don't want centralized governments interfering in things that that's good for DeFi or that's private for DeFi, and also when it comes to buying assets, so things like Voyager has big use case, has big utility. In the banking world, this is why Binance wanted to buy it in the first place. They believe that synthetic models like borrowing, lending are what's going to change the banking world, and Voyager is like 10 steps ahead there. So they wanted to sell over $1 billion of assets to Binance US, and today it's been approved. The approval was granted by the judge, which came after 4 days of arguments presented by Voyager and the SEC. Wiles said he would give the trading platform permission to close the Binance USO and issue repayment tokens to impacted Voyager customers. Yeah, that was the other thing that happened, where a bunch of customers that sort of went down with the FTX, the debacle, lost their money, and Voyager's first sort of commitment was, we're going to pay back our customers that lost their token value. So now with the sale of this, we're going to see impacted Voyager customers, get back 73% of what they're owed. So Wiles rejected a series of arguments by the SEC that the redistribution of the funds from Voyager to Binance US would violate US securities laws. The thing is, everything that the SEC sort of bring an argument is that it's in violation of a securities law. So this was the first time that the SEC had that the case rejected that the sale of Voyager to Binance is not violating U.S. securities law. So I cannot put the entire case into indeterminate deep freeze while regulators figure out whether they believe there are problems with the transactions and plans. This is what the judge had to say at the end. So yeah, like what happens is when things sort of are kicked off the wall a little bit and time passes, valuations get like you can say the valuation of Voyager would have devalued more and more and more. So that's what the judge had to say. It says we cannot keep assets in deep freeze whilst regulator take time to like figure it out if they're securities or not. This is now how third parties should work. And so yeah, today we saw Voyager win its approval. Now, Brad, do I have 5 more minutes?
You have 4 minutes, my friend. 5 minutes.
4 minutes. I'm liking it. So the last thing I want to cover is Jack Dorsey. Because Jack Dorsey, as you know, after he left Twitter, he's been working on Block, which has been working on many different utilities to bring use case to a new social media powered by Bitcoin. And we know that we follow Bitcoin's price for a reason. So you want to see things like sort of how Lightning networks got created on Bitcoin. So it's we're either trying to transact Bitcoin in a much quicker way. We've seen the recent things where NFTs are built on Bitcoin now through ornaments, and now we're seeing Jack Dorsey build some really cool stuff here with Block. So he did a little announcement this week. So I'm gonna clear the highlights here. So the article reads: Jack Dorsey's Block reveals plans for Bitcoin mining development kit. The company hopes to see developers integrate mining into heating solutions, off-grid mining, home mining, and intermittent power applications. So yeah, he's taken Bitcoin mining to another level where people can see many different utilities to it. So this is his quotes here. So he reads, we anticipate MDK being useful for development projects focused on integrating Bitcoin mining into various novel use cases such as heating solutions, off-grid mining, home mining, or intermittent power applications, as well as optimization of Bitcoin mining hardware for traditional commercial mining operations. So yeah, like the more utilities that we see come out of things like Bitcoin mining is good for DeFi and opens up other use cases. So things like solar power energy, off-grid energy. These are all things that clean Bitcoin mining can bring. So it's pretty cool that that Block, Jack Dorsey's company, are basically exploring these features. So yeah, that's my last article. You can read all these things in DeFi links, and I think that covers my my little part here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Man, Z, you were talking faster than Fire Hustle Summer. we got you to sped up, metaverse music. I think it worked pretty well. Did you enjoy that one?
Absolutely. Normally you put some calm collective stuff because I go deep into my tangents, but that metaverse kept it going. It kept me in game theory. So thank you.
That's right. Let's go. Wow, another great podcast over here, folks. And I think that really brings us to an end. Is there anything on the agenda, Coach Brad, that was not done?
No, sir. That is everything covered. We are running at 1 hour and 9 minutes. If you'd like to do your outro, we'll finish the recording and then we'll do a Q&A for the community.
Fantastic. Thank you for everyone that participated here tonight. We appreciate you coming and joining us here in the podcast. We also want to thank tonight's Spark Reward winner. Also, shout out to Mr. Roger, who won on his first day, estimated within 20 minutes of becoming eligible to win Spark. I mean, talk about being lucky, folks. Sheesh. We are seeing some amazing things happen here. Some amazing folks come, and we're seeing some beautiful smiles from all these great investors that are here with us, the new ones, especially the ones that have already ROI'd. They're sitting back, calm, cool, and collected. Great updates from Brett. Regarding the mobile application, we have an official date. It's official, folks. March 31st. Get ready. Make sure that your phones are plugged in, charged up, and ready to get this crypto March 31st. Also, we had a great update to recap the Pillars poker game. That's going to be March 11th on Saturday. If you buy an NFT, if you want to support ARK, and we happen to win, there's no guarantees, folks. It's literally gambling. We did win last time. We look forward to playing a great game with another great set of developers. There's a community in there, just to let you know, that has over 36,000 members on Discord, the Safus. And those folks are in a situation where they've been through a lot and they're looking to push their project forward. But I know there's a lot of disenfranchised folks that are looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. So you better believe we're going to go there. We're going to dress to impress, get the tuxedos out, and we're going to play some great poker and hopefully bring the trophy back home. And the winners, like the pot, it could be up to 10,000 according to how many people invest from these projects, including ARK. It's going to go only to the winners, which is whichever team, but the folks that actually purchase the NFT is what I'm trying to say. Coach Brad said it better. So we look forward to that. Go and mint those NFTs. They're $5, and you also qualify for a seat at the table playing alongside me against everyone else who wants to take our title away. So I'm really pumped about that and very happy with the way everything is going. Amazing meeting today. Well, actually, a few of them, but right before the podcast, we're a little late. We had an amazing meeting. We can't say a lot of information about that, but you'll be hearing a lot more. For the folks who are listening to the podcast, I hope you're appreciating. We're making a great effort here for all of you to condense it into a 1 hour format. Have patience with us. We hope that this format is making your life easier. You're able to get the alpha, the information, the updates, hear about the Spark, hear about what's happening in all aboard with these content creators. They're doing magical work. I mean, tonight it was so professional. The quality that's coming here, these people, where do they come from? Well, we don't know, but they're here and they're earning with all of us. And they're flying the flag and they're creating content that is going to help so many people around the globe. You know, we're starting globally, and then we're going national, and then we're going down to like communities. You know, generally when you start a business, you start in a smaller sector, then you go, you know, national, and then you go global. Well, we're going backwards. We're starting covering the whole globe and then zeroing in into these communities, into the favelas in Brazil, into the folks that are struggling, 100% inflation in Argentina, the folks in Lebanon, the folks in America that are living paycheck to paycheck. Oh boy, wait till they have this mobile application in their hands. We'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. EST, 11 p.m. UTC. Everyone have a wonderful night. Thank you.